Hello everyone, welcome back to my journey of becoming a professional trumpet player. It's nice and early in the morning that I do kind of my first dive into like a performance style video. Take you along kind of like more of a vlog, I suppose. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Thought I'd start just talking about it a little bit. Pretty cool event I'm playing for today. I'm going to be playing with a brass quintet and a brass trio, and we're going to be essentially doing our university president's inauguration. We'll be playing right before the ceremony commences, or like right before the president speaks, or something like that, um, which is a pretty cool opportunity, and I'm excited for it. But uh, we're playing some pretty tough music, the Poulenc trio that I've been learning for so long, but and we have it down, but that doesn't make it any less hard. It is a very difficult piece to get through, just endurance-wise. There's no time off the horn. Um, and then some other more simple brass quintet stuff, kind of ceremonial style. So I'm hoping to get some of that filmed, and then I can talk about like what I'm preparing for right now, and then do like a debrief afterwards, and see how that goes. But I just had another performance yesterday that I want to talk about. It was at the Mural Festival in Tucson, and it was with the brass quintet as well, and it went pretty well. But I had a solo feature, and playing outside, I guess I really haven't practiced performing outside. I mean, I can practice outside, but I was overblowing, and I ended up, not doing very well. In fact, I think it was probably one of my worst solo moments since maybe like undergrad jazz band, one of my first years. So it was pretty. I mean, the crowd still enjoyed it. I was still able to keep myself together for the most part, but there were definitely some really ugly moments. so I think just taking that into account, it would be nice if the it's going to be hot today, so the performance might not be outside if it's too hot. But in the case that it is, it's nice to keep that in mind. Like, oh, don't want that happening again. Yeah, not everything I play is going to be amazing, and got to learn from every experience, even the bad ones. So I'm just taking it with that sort of state of mind, not beating myself up about it, because it's easy to beat yourself up about things that don't go well, but you have to keep going. Anyways, I'm just going to show what I do in the morning to warm up when I don't have a lot of time, or if I have a performance coming up and I can't spend enough time to like do a full warm up and then rest, and then have rest of practice time to get ready. So this is kind of what I do as like an abridged warm up, and it's just essentially activating my chops and my responsiveness, and then honing in on my sound. That's how I like to think about it. And most of this that I've learned comes from my teaching in my master's, actually. Some of this I've adopted from my professor. So just thought it would be valuable sharing with everyone who's watching too. So first things first, start small and then work my way to the horn. So just do mouthpiece buzzing. Don't do like a lot, but I just do tongue compression, or just activating my tongue and short bursts of air. Um, Something like that. I'll just do it until it feels pretty well activated. It doesn't take too long, maybe a minute. Yeah. And just focusing on the compression of the tongue and just activating the sound that way. Not really producing sound like a full tone, like that. Just going. Okay. Next step, almost to the horn, but take the lead pipe out. And there's a few different tones you can play on the lead pipe. It's kind of has its own overtone series. I'm doing sort of a similar thing, but holding out the notes a little bit more. Yeah, trying to get those 4 main tones. And then once that feels pretty good, once the high one speaks pretty well, then I know I can put the tuning slide back in. Still doing tongue compression, doing a few scales. And then I'll round it out with some flow studies just to focus on my sound and the rest of the production. If there's extra time, I might do some flexibility. But usually I just skip to the flow studies. Add a scale and arpeggio. Continue in half steps until I get the pedal range. And then once I get down to pedal C, feel pretty good. And I'll be doing some C trumpet stuff, so I might do a little bit on C trumpet. And then that's pretty much my warm-up for something like that. Can get it done in 10, maybe 15 minutes max. And then I feel pretty ready. So, yeah, if that's helpful at all for like a quicker warm-up, there you go. And I found it to be actually pretty nice when I have things coming up and I don't have a lot of time. So, yeah, I guess I'll keep going throughout the day and give some updates, maybe show some playing, hopefully, and then do a little bit of talk about how I felt about how everything went. Excuse me, at the end. So, see you then.
When I do this, before the blue line. Sorry. Before the blue line. Nice. Cool.
Yeah. Here we are. You ready? All right, back home now. I think that went pretty well. It's not easy playing in what it was 94-degree weather in the middle of the day. We were on a tiny stage, but it worked out. I think I learned from my mistakes yesterday. I didn't overplay, and all the notes came out, and then that made everything go smoothly. So I think I learned my lesson, and I'm happy to get that on camera too. It was kind of tricky filming all of it, but I think it could be fun to do more things like that, and hope you'd enjoyed it as well. One thing I was not expecting was the big protest. I guess the university president that they're installing he's controversial in some way, but I had never heard of it until just today. But there was a pretty big crowd with signs and stuff, and we were kind of drowning him out as we were playing. So right after we finished, we saw like the crowd. We're like, oh my gosh, that was kind of funny. Or maybe it is more serious. Like I said, I don't really know what the controversy is, but yeah. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed that experience, and of course, more videos to come. Things are going to get pretty busy for me soon, and I'm going to try and adhere to sharing that and continuing my journey. So take care until next time.